Okay, so welcome everyone to your evening meditation. It's going to be doing a 20-minute meditation on another section of the Manual for Teachers, which is an answer to the question, is healing certain? So just going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 20 minutes, putting your phone on mute or silent, sitting comfortably in your favorite meditation posture. So if you're sitting on a chair, feet shoulder width apart, cup your hands in your lap, close your eyes, and just start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Just breathing in, notice how the stomach rises, the chest rises, subtle flow of air in through the nostrils. Just feel that life energy rising up the spine, into the crown of the head. Clench the sphincter muscle, just feel like you're pumping this life energy up, drawing it up simultaneously with a breath into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale, smile. Notice any thoughts or emotions going on there, particularly anything that's negative in nature, anything that's disturbing your peace in any way. Just look at it, notice the thoughts, notice the emotions, the quality of them, notice what you're feeling physically. Maybe there's an uncomfortable feeling somewhere in your body, a knot in your stomach, tight chest, clenched jaw, clenched fists, dry mouth, sweaty palms. The extreme nausea and panic attacks can come just from your thoughts and emotions. Notice even a minor irritation or anger or fear, because these are all subtle cues that you're out of alignment with love and that some healing is necessary. And now, let's breathe in again and surround that uncomfortable feeling with some presence through your breath, just allowing some of that negative, heavy energy to dissipate. And you're just going to choose to let it go now. You can always pick it up again in 20 minutes, but for now, just let it all go by blowing it all away with the wind of your breath. Letting it all go, exhaling it all out into the nothingness that it really is. Imagine you blowing it away like a black smoke out of your mouth. Pull the lower stomach sharply into the spine. Just expel the last remaining air out. Pull the lower stomach in. Rest in peace. Bottom of the exhale for a few moments. Find some stillness, smile. And then breathe in again. So nice deep breath in. Through the nose, notice how the stomach rises, the chest rises, clench the sphincter muscle, notice the life energy rising up the spine into your heart center. Put one hand on your heart center to connect into your heart space. Draw the energy up the spine with your breath into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Smile. Find that peace and that stillness. And then exhale. This time keep your mouth closed. Sigh it all out. Make a sighing sound in the back of your throat as though you're fogging sunglasses. With your mouth closed, air flows out of your nostrils. Chest and the stomach suck back in. And you feel this life energy that you raised up into the crown just flowing back down front channel of your body, coming to rest in your lower stomach and your groin. Just leaving it, pausing there. Smile again, and then repeat the cycle, breathing in, just noticing how these subtle sensations of the breath just happen to you, through you, and for you. Step back and just watch them. Just remind yourself that there's really Nowhere else to go, nothing else to do for the next 15 minutes. Just breathe, relax, and be still. So you listen to these words. Just listen emotionally, listen with your heart. Keep one hand in your heart center. Keep watching your breath to keep your mind nice and clear, calm, empty, open, but aware. And just listen to these profound words on a deeper level. Imagine they're like pebbles just dropping into a very still, calm lake on a windless day. Just dropping in, plop, because your mind is so still. The ripple effects are going to be very noticeable. Going to ripple all the way into the depths of your subconscious mind, which is where these ideas are needed to really heal your mind. Healing is always of the mind primarily, and the body secondarily. So just keep watching your breath. I'll remind you to do that at the end of every paragraph, keeping your hand on your heart center. So it helps you to listen to the words in a different way. Listen to the energy, the feeling. Let them take you into a different state of mind, a state of greater peace and love and joy, where you start to realize experientially the words are pointing to, the state that is healed. So this particular section 6 of the Manual for Teachers is in answer to the question, is healing certain? So let's hear what Jesus, our master teacher, has to say about that. So healing is always certain. It is impossible to let illusions be brought to truth and keep the illusions. Truth demonstrates illusions have no value. Teacher of God has seen the correction of his errors in the mind of the patient, recognizing it for what it is. So just pause, breathe, connect with your breath. Making sure you're just watching your breath. It's nice, still, calm, empty, open, aware state. As you listen to these words, let them sink in to this deeper part of your mind. So having accepted the atonement for himself, he has also accepted it for the patient, because that's how it works. Yet, what if the patient uses sickness as a way of life, believing healing is the way to death? When this is so, sudden healing might precipitate intense depression and a sense of loss so deep that the patient might even try to destroy himself. Having nothing to live for, he may ask for death. And in this case, healing must wait for his protection. And Jesus is just clarifying to us some practical applications of healing. It's not going to really help someone if they're not ready for it. So healing will always stand aside when it would be seen as threat. The instant it is welcome, it is there. Where healing has been given, it will be received. And what is time before the gifts of God? The gifts of this eternal loving presence that you can call God in a word. God is love. So I'll translate for you whenever that word is used. We have referred many times in the text to the storehouse of treasures, laid up equally for the giver and the receiver of God's gifts, of love's gifts. Not one is lost, for they can but increase. No teacher of God, who is by definition a teacher of love, should feel disappointed if he has offered healing and it does not appear to have been received. It is not up to him to judge when his gift should be accepted. Let him be certain it has been received, and trust that it will be accepted when it is recognized as a blessing and not a curse. Just pause, watch your breath. Bring nice, deep, slow, rhythmical breaths. Keep your mind nice and still, calm, empty, open, but aware. As you listen. So let's continue. It is not the function of God's teachers to evaluate the outcome of their gifts. It is merely their function to give them. Once they have done that, they have also given the outcome, so that is part of the gift. No one can give if he is concerned with the result of giving. That is a limitation in the giving itself. And neither the giver nor the receiver would have the gift. Trust is an essential part of giving. In fact, it is the part that makes sharing possible, the part that guarantees the giver will not lose, but only gain. Who gives a gift and then remains with it to be sure it is used as the giver deems appropriate? Such is not giving, but imprisoning. So just pause and consider some of these profound ideas. This is one of the major themes of the course. Giving and receiving are already one. So it's simply about giving a gift of healing, and that may simply be a kind thought. Maybe that gets expressed in words or actions. And then letting go of the outcome. It's not about trying to force an outcome, trying to control what happens to another person because you want them to be healed. They will be healed when they are ready to accept the atonement and the atonement to whatever extent that is possible for them. And your gift is not wasted. That may just be a very small part, or maybe quite a large part of their healing. And that may only take place in many years down the line. So Jesus continues. Just keep watching your breath as you listen. Just keep hearing this nice, still, calm, empty, open, but aware state. It says it is the relinquishing of all concern about the gift that makes it truly given. And it is trust that makes true giving possible. Healing is the change of mind, the Holy Spirit whom the patient's mind is seeking for him. And it is the Holy Spirit in the mind of the giver who gives the gift to him. How can it be lost? How can it be ineffectual? How can it be wasted? God's treasure house can never be empty. And if one gift is missing, it would not be full. Yet is its fullness guaranteed by God. What concern then can a teacher of God, a teacher of love, have about what becomes of his gifts? It's given by God to God, given by love to love. Who in this holy exchange can receive less than everything? So just pause on that thought. It's a beautiful thought. God or love is complete, full, holy, complete. And so we cannot really receive less than everything. We give love, and all of love is there for us. The idea of lack, sacrifice, quantities, degrees, these are all ideas of the ego, illusory ideas. So just for a couple of minutes to finish this meditation, just sink in to a deeper part of your mind, subconscious, where healing is already there, where you're already whole, complete. So there's a source of all healing. All healing in this world simply involves a process of the person who requires healing going there in their own mind into this place of oneness, perfect peace and love. So give yourself the opportunity and the gift of that for the next 2 minutes of silence. There's nothing else to do, there's nowhere else to go, nothing else to think about. Just breathe, relax, be still, sink into this healed and healing place of at one with your source of love for the next 2 minutes of silence. And if any thoughts come in to disturb this tranquil place, just notice them. And imagine they're like dark clouds just drifting by in the sky. Have no power to obscure the eternally serene sky, which is the source of your healing. So just let them go as you exhale, blow them away with the wind of your breath, and sink back into this place of healing in your mind for another minute of silence. And so just very gently coming back to an awareness of your body and the breath. On the count of three, you're going to open your eyes. So one, just noticing how the stomach rises, chest rises, subtle flow of air in through the nostrils. Just pause at the top of the inhale, smile. Notice that this healed and healing place, this peace and stillness is still very much there in your mind. So anchor that in for the rest of the evening. Stay there for the rest of the evening. So it is said, so it is done. Exhale, just sigh it all out. So you exhale, noticing the air flowing out of your nostrils, chest and the stomach suck back in. Sighing sound in the back of your throat. Notice the vibration in your throat and your chest. Air flows out of the nostrils. The energy subsides back down, front channel of your body coming to rest in your lower stomach and spine. So while your attention is down there, notice two, notice the weight of your body pressing down into the chair, feet touching the ground. Notice what else you're feeling and touching. Your hands. Maybe there's a subtle flow of air on your skin. Maybe a subtle taste in your mouth, a smell in your nose. So you breathe in, noticing all these things from this very calm, non-judgmental place in which you're not naming or labeling or judging anything. And notice what you're hearing in the surrounding environment. Just whatever's arising, but without any judgment. Notice how peaceful it is when you do that. And then 3, just open your eyes gently, look around. Take a minute just to look around your environment, the various objects surrounding you, noticing them for maybe 2-3 seconds, and then move on to something else without naming them, labeling them, interpreting them, judging them. There needs to be no thought about these objects. And so you're practicing non-judgmental perception, which is how you stay in a peaceful and healed state of mind, not allowing negativity to creep in, because negative thoughts and emotions are purely your own interpretation, your own judgment, and the meaning you give to things. If you eliminate that, you just see things in this very neutral way, then the ego has no hold on your mind, and the at-one-ment and the healing of your mind is certain. So I hope this passage has helped give you a little bit more clarity on healing and the question of is healing certain, which is cause for doubt in a lot of people because we tend to focus on the physical healing rather than the mental and emotional healing. Ultimately, it's saying healing is certain, but it may take time. The illusion of time and space. We and people we care about who maybe we think need healing. It's a process, the journey of healing the mind. It doesn't happen overnight necessarily. So thank you for listening, and I wish you a very peaceful and healed and flowing evening ahead. Namaste, which means the divine healing in me acknowledges and honors that same healing in you.